As the world deals with COVID, I had a notion to go on a series of walks subtitled Poetry in Motion, highlighting popular places in my adopted home city, each one narrated with an original ditty. It sounded like a challenging task, lots of walking while wearing a mask, showing things to see along each route, as I clock up the miles sightseeing on foot. History presented in an unconventional way, pictures combined with interesting wordplay. I hope you enjoy my rambling talks as you accompany me on Zoom's Auld Reekie Walks. Hello and welcome to another edition of Zoom's Auld Reekie Walks. Today it gives me great pleasure to show you around a very popular park in Edinburgh, The Meadows, and its immediate neighbour, Bruntsfield Links. I hope you enjoy this little tour. Just to give you a reference point, here is the map of Edinburgh, and here are the parks, which are situated about 1 mile south of the city centre. The Meadows is closer to the centre, with most of it on the north side of the main road Melville Drive. There is a much smaller part of it southeast of the road. Bruntsfield Links is also divided in two, part of it immediately to the south of the western half of Melville Drive, and the remainder sited west of Whitehouse Lone. Beginning our walk at the southwest part of Bruntsfield Links, we will soon cross the road, the first of 4 such crossings, then zigzag about until we reach the Meadows, where we will use the tree-lined walks to loop predominantly clockwise around the park, finishing our stroll at the busy junction between the Perimeter Walk and Middle Meadow Walk. The Meadows is the larger park, measuring around 58 acres in area, with a perimeter walk of around 1.4 miles. In contrast, Bruntsfield Links is smaller at 35 acres. I hope you enjoy this voyage of discovery. Let's head out there now. On Bruntsfield Links in 1513, a military review was something to be seen. King James IV would embark for Flodden Field, where the Scots would to the English ultimately yield. Animals once roamed the links, but today no more. It was the nobility's hunting ground for deer and wild boar. There's a stone seat at the highest point, bearing many a date, the earliest of which is 1848. Long before the days stone was transported by lorry, the sunken area of Tumblers Hollow was a quarry. A listed building and now a university residence, whose upkeep must cost a fair few pence. The original Boroughmuir School from 1904 looks onto the golf course on which tee shots do soar. The Short Hole Golf Course is the world's oldest, closed in winter when the weather is coldest. Opposite the starter's hut is the Golf Tavern pub, happy to hire out both ball and club. A cosy golf pub where you can unwind. It's the oldest in the world of its kind. To 1456 it dates back, offering beer, spirits and a tasty snack. General Maczek Walk is named after the Pole, who after World War II found a different role, a hero of the Battle of Falaise. He lived in Scotland for the rest of his days, unable to return to his native land. He offered his former soldiers a helping hand. Where the Meadows West bowling green had once been, the National Croquet Centre is now seen. In 2003, on 7th June of that year, it was officially opened to applause and a cheer. Now strolling for pleasure my heart fills. As I approach the west pillars, I see daffodils. The west entrance pillars are a delight, welcoming you to the 1886 exhibition site. Unicorns Seigent, 7 feet high, a total of 33 feet from the ground to the sky, flanked by 2 sycamore trees. The Prince Albert Victor sundial will please. It remains a rare still visible part of the International Exhibition of Industry, Science and Art, commemorating its opening on the 8th of May. It still attracts plenty of visitors to this day. A riot of pink cherry blossom in spring. You can listen to the birds chirp and sing, while along Coronation Walk do you stroll towards the Pavilion Cafe for a tasty roll. Specialising in vegetarian food, it will always leave you in a good mood. Since 1889 and made from granite, on this drinking fountain many a bird will sit. Helen Akuroff it does remember, a prominent temperance movement active member. Sister Cathedral was her other name. To hear her sing and speak, many people came. Being restored off-site since 2014, the Whale Jawbone Arch cannot currently be seen. All that's there at present is the cobbled circle below, over which Meadows strollers come and go. From the exhibition's Shetland and Fair Isles Knitters stall, hopefully one day again it may stand tall. Joggers in get-up of varying style like to time themselves around the Sri Chinmoy Peace Mile, a marked route of precise measure. Beating a personal best brings great pleasure. If an early morning stroll is your habit, on the quarter-mile lawn look out for a rabbit. There is a memorial plaque to remember John White. Selling the big issue, he was a regular sight. Encouraging all the passers-by with "Don't be shy, give it a try." At the north entrance on Lauriston Place, since 1850, with timeless grace, 2 unicorns Seigent atop octagonal piers have welcomed visitors for many years. On the walls of an electricity substation, the procession's mural is in an unexpected location. Astrid Jekyll and Rachel Wolfe designed 5 pieces to be seen, which have been installed there since 2014. The community garden, maintained by Greening Our Street, is a place where like-minded people can meet. There is an orchard with apple trees growing, and a vegetable patch once seeded via hoeing. On the east side, just beyond the boundary wall, lies the listed building, Archers Hall. There the Royal Company of Archers have their home. Into the meadows each year they will roam, to compete for the prestigious Edinburgh Arrow in a roped-off area long and narrow. The Burraloch Brewery opened before 1805, but in 1907 it ceased to survive. Close to here in 1875 on Christmas Day, the first Hearts Hibs derby both teams would play. Hibs supporters would swallow a bitter pill as Hearts ran out winners with the score 1-0. Marking the park entrance from the east are stone pillars with a lion and mythical beast. Gifted by Thomas Nelson and Sons in 1881, they look terrific in the early morning sun. Works of art in the meadows are in the plural, as evidenced by the tennis pavilion mural Shona Hardy has depicted using her spray can, a multi-sports painting to please every fan. By the side of the park you can fill your belly with some delicious food from Victor Hugo Deli. A busy spot to while away the day, chatting with friends under the canopy. We will finish along Middle Meadow Walk towards the Millennium Park designation rock. I hope you've enjoyed this wee ditty. See you soon for more Aldreekie walks around the city. Join me next time as I go on an Aldreekie safari.